Greetings, truth seekers. Welcome to a journey where prophecies meet modern reality. You might think the mark of the beast is a physical tattoo or an evil scar. But the terrifying truth is hiding inside your wallet and your smartphone. Imagine waking tomorrow and finding every bank account completely frozen. Your financial freedom is just an illusion, ready to be quickly erased. A massive system failure strikes without warning, bringing cities to their knees. Grocery store shelves stand empty, while digital payment screens flash warning signs. Mothers cannot buy a simple loaf of bread because their credits are denied. Cash has been completely eliminated in the name of total global safety. Paper money and gold are now worthless pieces of trash blowing in the wind. A vast, silent digital network watches every move through the glowing screens. You cannot travel or work unless you possess the required biometric code. This is not a distant sci-fi nightmare, but the actual reality we build. Global supply chains shatter instantly, leaving millions starving in the streets. Panic consumes the masses as they realize they are trapped in an economic cage. We surrendered our privacy and freedom for the simple illusion of safety. The central banks now hold the power to decide who eats and who gets to starve. It is an absolute monopoly over human survival by a dark elite. This terrifying scenario was documented thousands of years before the web. Let us travel back to a dark and lonely cave on the ancient island of Patmos. According to ancient historical records, the Roman Empire exiled John here. Surrounded by cold stone and crashing waves, this prophet received a dark vision. He wrote words that made absolutely no logical sense to the ancient world. The Book of Revelation describes a global beast system demanding compliance. He saw a future where every transaction was permanently tracked and tightly held. Revelation 13 states that everyone must receive a mark on their right hand. It forces both the rich and the poor, the free and the slave, to bear this dark sign. Without this specific mark, no human being is allowed to buy or sell a thing. For centuries, theologians falsely assumed this mark was just a literal tattoo. Scholars mistakenly believed it was a magical number carved on a stone wall. However, modern experts now realize John was describing an economic ide. He saw a highly advanced network of commerce running on a digital grid. John described a cashless society centuries before electricity was born. He witnessed a global financial system that uses human bodies as the keys. The number 666 is the ultimate algorithm of control. It represents a centralized banking matrix designed to strip away your freedom. When the apostle penned these words on a scroll, he was warning our generation. We are currently witnessing the rapid construction of this exact dark trap. Central bank digital currencies are replacing traditional economies now. Governments are actively developing implants to link your body to your bank. They promise that these microchips will eliminate fraud and stop identity theft. The mark is not a religious symbol, but a highly complex tracking device. It is the final absolute key needed to join the emerging New World Order. Ancient dictators demanded citizens publicly worship the emperor for food. Today, the technocratic empire demands your bodily autonomy for food. Now we arrive at the most shocking twist in this entire theological crime. Movies often portray people being violently forced to take the mark at gunpoint. But historical texts state the greatest deception is packaged as convenience. The system will not force the masses using military violence or brutal pain. Instead, humanity will line up in massive crowds, voluntarily begging for it. When global inflation destroys your savings and supply chains completely collapse. When your children are starving and the government offers a universal basic chip, you will willingly offer your right hand to the scanner just to secure some bread. The technocratic dictator will present this digital mark as global salvation. He will use a glowing screen to manipulate the desperate masses into line. People will gladly trade their God-given freedom for the promise of free food. If you were watching your own family starve, would you refuse the mark of the beast? Share your deepest thoughts below. Could you stand against a system that controls all food? A cashless society is the perfect digital prison because you cannot escape. Every purchase you make is instantly recorded and judged by a machine mind. If you dare to speak against the government, your biological wallet is locked. The AI surveillance eye watches your every move through glowing tracking cameras. Your social credit score decides if you can travel, work, or feed your children today. The Book of Revelation accurately predicted this level of total control. The beast out of the sea represents a global government rising from the ashes. They are tearing down borders to create a network managed by one dark beast. The biochip in your hand is the invisible chain binding you to the dark system. It tracks your heart rate, your location, and your most private data in real time. We are walking blindly into a digital slaughterhouse while praising the tech. The global reset is not a theory, it is the daily headline you read today. World leaders are currently gathering to draft blueprints for this unified bank. They are building the exact digital trap that the Apostle John saw in a dream. The transition from paper money to digital currency is the fatal step. Once physical cash is eliminated, your ability to survive is truly gone. You become a literal slave to a machine that demands your absolute loyalty. This massive financial network requires towering servers and cooling systems. Absolute control of this global matrix will fall into the hands of the beast. Accepting the mark is not just adopting a new convenient shopping device. It is a spiritual surrender, an irreversible decision to reject the Lord. You are selling your eternal soul to a digital empire to maintain your life. The glowing biometric barcode is a permanent seal of your dark allegiance. John looked across the centuries and wept for a generation trapped in this web. His ancient parchment scroll stands as the ultimate warning against this modern beast. The choice will come down to absolute starvation or eternal spiritual doom. Do not be deceived by shiny screens and false promises of absolute global peace. The stage is fully set, the technology is ready, and the countdown has begun. You must decide right now where your loyalty lies before the system locks you out. While the whole world bows down to this new system, where is the us in this prophecy? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Why does the superpower vanish from the end? Click the video on screen to uncover the mystery. Like, share, and subscribe now.